It seems like a few times a year I get lucky and stumble upon an unreleased title for the original Xbox. This past year or two, they really haven't been terribly big name games, but they've been interesting to say the least. 2015 is shaping up to be a great year. On episode 2 of ProtoMedia, I'm going to be taking a look at a newly recovered prototype called Languins. Created by Numerical Design Limited, most people may think that this is just a tech demo created by some unknown studio trying to get their foot in the gaming industry. In fact, that's what I thought. Most people may not recognize NDL itself, nor the games that they worked on, which, to be honest, wouldn't be that unusual, as it isn't the games that made NDL famous. Instead, NDL is probably known better for the creation of Gamebryo, the engine that has powered many games, not the least of which is the Elder Scrolls series. Languins is a property that NDL worked on multiple times over their history. The first tech demo was created way back in 2003 called the Flocking Demo, which, as you may imagine, showcased some hot flocking action. At this point in time, the title was being worked on for the PC, PS2, and GameCube. Rather than focus on the 2004 build, which is the build that has been discovered, I want to skip ahead to 2006, where Languins on Ice was being worked on for the PC, Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3. This was made for a physics demonstration that had some nice looking fur. Do penguins or languins have fur? Who am I to say? Anyway, back to 2004. The focus of this was still on the PC, PS2, and GameCube, but Xbox builds were also made, as you'll see. The full game design was finished with some beautiful concept art completed as well. The purpose of this one-level demo was to pitch the project to a potential publisher. As you may or may not know, publishers often contribute a lot of money to game development, especially years ago when the independent scene wasn't quite so strong. So going to a publisher with a playable project wasn't that unusual. In fact, I covered one such pitch on this channel in my videos for Beyond on the Xbox. In addition to the game demo itself, NDL created a case complete with cover art and a manual to give their game the best shot in front of the publishers. Based on the fact that the game wasn't released, the game clearly wasn't picked up. But nonetheless, let's take a look at the case and art before we hop into some gameplay. Actually, before we get to gameplay, I want to give a shout out to the PTA Thrift Shop. The shop serves the Chapel Hill Carborough City School District in North Carolina. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. All net profits from the store are divided among the district's PTAs, with funding going to help students, whether it's for the teacher materials, cultural art programs, computers, libraries, you name it. As an educator in an extremely high-need school district myself, it is extremely heartwarming to see the support that local communities give to their schools. This game ended up in their shop, and we were able to make a deal that not only gives us a new prototype to preserve, but more importantly, it gave me a chance to help out a great organization. So thank you very much to them. Be sure to check out their website at ptathriftshop.org. Now, on to the game. This level would have been level 6 of the final game. The manual notes that things were changed for the demo so that the player can more easily grasp the mechanics of the game. The demo does require 2 players, and as I discovered, the game actually won't boot without 2 controllers connected. While a large portion of the demo could be completed without a second player, I couldn't actually beat the level, so I enlisted the help of my wonderful wife. I am playing on the right side, playing as the Papa Languin, while my wife is on the left side, playing as the Mama Languin. Our goal is to rescue all of the baby Languins so that they don't get eaten by the evil Wallas. The first thing I have to do is collect the Glee Ball, which, when turned on, makes the babies flock to the sphere. Without it, the babies would still follow us around, but this is a much stronger pull. As you can see, the platforming elements are still a bit rough in the game, but they get the job done for demo purposes. Life as a baby Languin isn't without peril. Giant wallas try to eat the babies. Don't despair though, the babies don't completely disappear when they get eaten, as their spirits go to Languin heaven, hoping to one day return to help the papa and mama. Stepping in front of the wallas will prevent the babies from being eaten, but they don't take too kindly to that. Having two players make it much quicker to get the babies up onto the ledge. The game gets progressively harder, with more wallas waiting to have a stack. I'll shut up for a minute and let the footage continue. At this point, we're almost to the end. The door is in sight and the babies have all gathered waiting to be set free, with some careful teamwork. But that's not all there is to do though. There are two eggs hiding, each with a baby Languin that wants to be rescued. Collecting them all and getting them to safety gives our little spirit Languins a chance to come back and hold the door open. What nice babies. So that's all there is to Languins. I hope you enjoyed a look at another unreleased, unseen title. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you want to support the preservation of gaming history even further, YouTube has opened up the tip jar for the channel, which is located on the main page. If you have some spare cash lying around or just want to help out, every penny is greatly appreciated. And until next time, thanks for watching.